Okay, dear guys, in the previous classes, we have discussed the concepts of business intelligence, definition, and what are the various elements are involved, how this business intelligence works. Now, today we'll discuss the business intelligence applications in real world. So, studying in theory and applying in the real-time environment is, you know, something important. So we must know how these concepts are useful in real world situation. So business intelligence helps us to see the useful trends and patterns related to business and marketplace. So as this total business intelligence deals with the data, whenever you collect the data and apply some tools of analytics, so you'll come to know what pattern are there and how this data is following everything. So BI allows us to use the 80-20 principle, which means 80% of results with the only 20% of efforts. So our 20% actions will result in 80% of the output. Majority of the time same will happen. So main work will be completed within short time, but finishing part and other ancillary things will take much time. For example, you take it the construction of a home. Major work will be completed within 2 weeks or 3 weeks. But after that, designing and then finishing works, arts, these will take much time. So likewise in business also, 20% of actions will result in 80% of output. Remaining 20% results is depend on 80% of actions. Ulta. So to achieve this, it is very important to visualize the mountains of data. So I'm just exaggerating. Mountains means you must assume how much data is there and understanding it. Because when you type something, just business intelligence in Google, you'll get some lakhs of links within fraction of seconds. So you must know what has to be, useful and what has to be applied and what is useful for you. That becomes more important. So you have to understand these mountains of data and then you have to take the decisions. In order to choose the right data visualization tool, one must have sound knowledge on data dashboarding principles. Data dashboarding means the information which is visible on main page. So there are certain areas where this business intelligence tools will help you in the real world. One is it will shorten the sales cycle length. I mean, in traditional way, the sales cycle means it is more time consuming and cumbersome process. But if you apply these tools, you can after applying the sales analytics, online sales dashboard, uh, which sales performing best and which sales are not performing best, that you will come to know. So it will reduce it, because nowadays customers are directly purchasing from the company. Earlier that kind of scenario is not there. It's so much big distribution channel, right? Now you can access even directly from the company, so that the lot of mediating cost is decreased. Earlier you don't know, we have to go with the traditional way. Now you can even identify the customer behavior. That is most important in the business. You have to catch the pulse of the customer. Depending upon his behavior only, our business is surviving. Whether we can survive or whether we can drop out from the market, it totally depends on the customer's reaction. So you must every time you have to identify how customer is thinking, what is his or her taste, and why their habits are changing, why they are going in a particular trend. If you didn't catch this on time, then our product will become obsolete. They won't accept it. So you must know the taste, preference, trend, everything. Then only it is helpful. Yeah. Then you can plan for successful marketing activities by applying business intelligence tool. You can promote some programs, events, which will directly result in generating the revenue. You might have seen some sales promotional activity by different companies. Suppose in at the time of Dasara and Christmas, four-wheeler companies will install a stall beside the road, and they will attract the customers. Or if any new product is there, they'll make some a kiosk setup, and then they will attract. It's like a product showing demo. Now you can go somewhere and promote the activity. Sometimes if you see in the PVR or big malls, some promotional activities will be done on the product. That is. Next is improve customer experience process. So if you understand them, definitely you can create a good experience for the customers. If you didn't understand, you ignore them. That is very much avoided. So you have to create good processes, everything to attract the customer. When you can create that process, or how can you make the things simple, means when you understand the customer. Suppose a customer is walking into some shopping mall, for example, say Big Bazaar or DMart or Reliance Digital, some or Geo Shop, anything. So you have to visualize it, how customer think, how you design, right? So how they have designed, that is very much important. Instead of taking that much place, they can even simply store everything at one floor. No, they have designed it to make customer experience good. So when a customer enters, he feel that he is in shopping. So at one floor, one different type of products, and those products also what has to be put at eye level, body level, and knee level. So that is also a good big strategy. Don't think that they are just putting the product like that. They will change every day. Next, control entire procurement operation. If you have command, you can even control the procurement operation also. Yes, procurement means from where we are collecting the materials, logistics, and what quality the suppliers are giving to us. These you can have a command on it. And if you are definitely applying the business intelligence tool, you can upscale our IT project management. So we must have a sound information technology process in order to uphold that. So this is also one of the good things. So these are the certain real world applications of business intelligence. Now we can see the styles of business intelligence. Styles. So a key component of business requirement is understanding how users want to interact with information. How we are interacting with the information. Interacting with the information means information is not a physical one. So how we will access to the data. So what you are saving it. So suppose when you want to place an order in Flipkart, Amazon, or some other online platform store, how you are surfing it, how you are coming to a conclusion, how you are taking a decision, that's all important. So how you will come into that. So it is as easy as that. That is why you are using it. But there are certain sites which will be very difficult to place a order. So those kind of sites we don't accept it. So we have to design the online platforms as simple as that, so the users can understand everything. So what key components means, how the users are interacting. Users means ultimately the customers. So which is presented to them. So this aspect of BI is called styles of business intelligence. So each style of business intelligence represents certain characteristics, usage, functions to the users. See, there are 5 styles are there. One is enterprise reporting, cube analysis, ad hoc query analysis, statistical analysis and data mining, and altering and report delivering. So enterprise reporting means broadly developed pixel perfect reports formats for operational tasks, scorecards. These things means it totally to the designed by the management, and these instructions should be received to the workers. I mean the people who are working at operational level, ground level, so that they will understand it. So not that every time customer, suppose some instruction is no, released by the management, the operational people has to understand it. So that is enterprise reporting, organizational reports. These reports external customers cannot access. So internal reports accessed by the employees who are working there. So they have to understand it. This is one style of BI. So in releasing the instructions, each time you no need to prepare in Word. You can release in some different forms. That is what business intelligence helps. So every time no need to write some points on the paper and distribute to your worker. You can present a PPT or you can give some separate axis. So that should be there. For example, even now we do not have that access in our college. But if you see some engineering college students or BTech students, they will have access to all the materials. Some student login should be there in the website. If a student login there, then he will have access to his attendance material, learning material, what has to be done, everything will be there in that student login. So that is called learning management system. So those access should be for you only, not for the others. So this is organizational wise reporting. So likewise how students are accessing the information, the employees can also access that information. Second one is online application process, OLAP, cube analysis means. So if you something want to know directly, you can submit that your query through online. You might have seen in some websites that in the contact us menu, some form will be there, what you are looking for. Please write to us. So if you fill that data and write your query, that will be going to the company or the management and they will revert back. That is what cube analysis. Then ad hoc query analysis means before the product is finished, you can ask certain questions and that will be known as ad hoc query analysis. Suppose you are in the process of manufacturing a product. In between the manufacturing, before the end product comes into the market, so in between the process, you will get some doubts. At that time, you can ask some questions that is known as ad hoc query analysis. After the product is finished, you can apply some statistical tools, how sales are going on, or how the product are developed, how many it's sold, how many we have sent to the various retailers, wholesalers, distributors. That data will be in statistical analysis and data mining. So data mining means knowledge discovery process. So how much money we have spent, it will be related to financial one, marketing one. So you can use that statistical data. Suppose government is constructing some big projects from last 5 years or 10 years. So how much how much money government has spent in different works. So you can apply some statistics. So for in this year, this money, and the first 6 months of this much budget we have spent, like that. That is statistical analysis. And finally, altering and report delivery. If any alteration is there, you can do some alteration, and you can insert those corrections in the final one. So this is controlling process. So something we have set some standards. If the process should be going in that standards, fine. If not, we have to correct it. So these controlling measures will be there. So proactive report delivery and altering to very large population based schedules, everything are event triggers in this database. So these are the certain styles of working. We can apt any style here. Okay. So this is what about the concept and real-time applications of business intelligence and the styles of business intelligence, guys.